Everyone is furious at me. Am I the asshole, ruining a hibachi dinner? You won't believe this crazy r/AmItheAsshole confession. I, 52F, and my husband, 49M, have been together for over 20 years. He has been out of work, but I make enough to keep us going. Last week was rough for me at work. I was initially blamed for something my predecessor did. It got straightened out, but there were a lot of meetings, calls, and emails, and I was scared I could lose this job. So Friday night, I just wanted a quiet night at home. My husband wanted to go to his favorite hibachi place. We don't go out to eat much anymore, but I was so tired. He kept pressing, saying, all you have to do is sit there and eat. So I said okay. The hibachi place was loud and crowded, but being just the two of us, we didn't wait long and were seated with a boisterous group of 6. The chef came out. As he started cooking, he looked at me and asked if I was okay. I nodded and said, yes, I'm fine, thank you. He nodded and started bantering with the group of 6. A few minutes later, the chef again asked if I was okay. I assured him, yep, I'm good. He then said, you don't look like you feel good. I've been told that I have a resting B*TCH face, so I tried to smile and said again that I was fine. When the chef turned back to the group of 6, he grinned and then looked at me yet again, and this time said, are you mad? I was taken aback and said, nope. He mugged at the group of 6, and then to me he said in a comic voice, are you sure you're not mad? Are you mad at me? The group of 6 chuckled. One of the women in the group of 6 then said, oh, don't worry about her, she's just, here is where I may be the A**hole, because I didn't hear what she actually said after that. There was a burst of noise that, for me, drowned her out. All I know is that after she finished her sentence, the chef and the group had a hearty laugh while looking at me. I was feeling so beat up from the week, I was mortified to feel myself turning red and tearing up. So I told my husband to box up my food, because I'd be waiting in the car for him. I was getting out of my chair when my husband hissed at me to sit down and stop making a scene. I said, I'm not going to sit here and be made fun of. My husband said, nobody's making fun of you. Just eat your dinner. I ended up sitting through the rest of the meal in the restaurant. The mood at the table turned very sedate. Communication became hushed voices and gestures. Nobody hung around long after the food was distributed, and pretty much everyone, myself included, just put everything in to-go boxes and left. In the car, my husband complained I'd ruined dinner. I asked him what the woman said about me after the, don't worry about her, she's just, and my husband would only say, it was nothing, and, it wasn't anything to get mad about. I kept after him to tell me exactly what she said, and he finally admitted that he hadn't heard her either, but it didn't matter. It wasn't worth me ruining dinner for the whole table. AITA. ETA, since posting, I've commented here and there, but I think most of my comments have gotten lost in the sea of other, frankly amazing comments, so this is just to add a few things. First and foremost, a huge thanks to everyone who read this and offered their perspective. I especially appreciate the reassurances and hugs, but I also value all the NTAs, YTAs, NAHs, and ESHs. There were many perspectives that had not occurred to me. I was willing to make myself less happy in a misguided attempt to make my husband more happy, so we both made bad choices that night. I'm not giving up on convincing him to try therapy and, in the meantime, I am continuing my therapy and trying to always remember the airplane oxygen mask rule. I have to take care of myself first before I can take care of others. Good advice for everyone, I guess. Thanks again. Submitted by /u/throwaway sequence 391, link, comments.